Yeah. Calculated moves only. Watch the shadow. Strategic mind, moving silence like a ghost, calculating every single thing I want the most. Heart and piano ringing, heavy in the room, sweeping all the competition with the steady broom. Steady on the flow, never rushing to the end. I don't need the crowd, I don't need the fake friend. Clear and articulate, the bosses in the seat, feeling every vibration of the heavy G-funk beat. Eerie scent whistle, cutting through the haze, navigating perfectly inside the urban maze. 180 on the bar, feel the iron in the grip. Never losing focus, never gonna let it slip. Dangerous delivery, but the heartbeat is slow. Watching all the seeds of the silent empire grow. Here's the silent takeover, the cold design. Everything I visualize is destined to be mine. Heavy sub-bass groove, moving through the spine, walking through the shadows, yeah, the blueprint is fine. No noise, no hype, just a master at work, finding every victory where the dark shadows lurk. Sun is going down, but the vision is bright. Working on the legacy in the middle of the night. Blue braids riding, holding down the lane, turning all the pressure into absolute gain. Hard hitting, punchy drums hitting like a clock, built on the discipline, steady as a rock. I don't need to shout to make them understand. I hold the whole trajectory in the palm of my hand. Calculate the hustle, measuring the breath, staring at the challenge, looking past the death. I don't make a sound till the mission is complete. Then I move forward and I never will retreat. The whistle is a warning, the piano is a sign. I'm the only architect of this heavy life of mine. It's the silent takeover, the cold design. Everything I visualize is destined to be mine. Heavy sub-bass groove, moving through the spine, walking through the shadows, yeah, the blueprint is fine. No noise, no hype, just a master at work, finding every victory where the dark shadows lurk. The silence is loud enough. Execution complete. Yeah, we don't just chase the sun, we outrun it. Let's move. Yeah, the vision is gold, a story of power that's yet to be told. Fast-paced rhythm, I'm leading the pack. Foot on the gas and I'm never looking back. Heavy on the iron, the sweat in the blood, rising like a titan right out of the mud. Fat slapping baseline, feel the ground shake, taking every trophy that the hustle can make. Command in the room with a look in the eye, reaching for the stars in the cinematic sky. Clear articulation, I'm sharp with the speech. Nothing in this universe is out of my reach. I sense whistle, the sound of the wind. Let the true legacy finally begin. Yeah, we riding away to the apex height, shining like a diamond in the middle of the night. West Coast bounce, yeah, we keeping it tight, winning every battle and winning the fight. It's a street success anthem, play it out loud. Standing like a giant in the middle of the crowd. Look at the speed, yeah, I'm setting the pace. Winner's mentality, winning the race. Blue braids riding in the seat to the right. We the architects of the ultimate life. Hustle in the grind, yeah, it's carved in the soul. Every single day I'm in total control. Cinematic driving, the movie is real. Hands of a king on the steering wheel. Gym groove bouncing, the energy peaks. I'm doing the work while the enemy speaks. High speed victory, clear in the mind, leaving all the doubt and the weakness behind. Iron in the veins, yeah, the power is raw. Living by the hustle, the only true law. Yeah, we riding away to the apex height, shining like a diamond in the middle of the night. West Coast bounce, yeah, we keeping it tight. Winning every battle and winning the fight. It's a street success anthem. Play it out loud. Standing like a giant in the middle of the crowd. Yeah. Top speed only. The crown is waiting.
Yeah. They only see the result. They never see the calculation. Let the bass drop.
Yeah. Concrete jungle, cold as ice. I never make the same mistake twice. Moving through the shadows, watching the game. Building up the power, protecting the name. 160 on the incline, pushing the weight. I am the master, controlling the fate. Heavy sub bass, rattling the dough. Taking every dollar, then coming for more. I don't need a panic, I don't need a rush. When the empire speaks, everybody got a hush. Dark piano chords ringing in the mind, leaving all the amateurs completely behind. Smooth on the delivery, sharp on the edge. Standing like a king, looking over the ledge.
Yeah, it's the cold calculation, the ultimate plan. Operating different than the average man. Menacing the system, controlling the board. Every single victory is strictly secured. We don't make a sound till the mission is done. Walking in the rain, but we own the sun.
Listen to the whistle, cutting through the dark, leaving on the industry a permanent mark. Punchy on the kick drum, steady on the snare. Look into the eyes, you can see the cold stare. Sweat on the iron, discipline is real. Everything I built is made of absolute steel. Blue braid shining right there in the seat. Driving through the fog, conquering the street. Calculated hustle, measuring the breath. Staring at the challenge, looking past the death. I don't need permission, I just need the space. Taking every trophy, winning every race. Boss mentality, sitting at the top. Started from the bottom, man, we never gonna stop.
Yeah, it's the cold calculation, the ultimate plan. Operating different than the average man. Menacing the system, controlling the board. Every single victory is strictly secured.
We don't make a sound till the mission is done. Walking in the rain, but we own the sun.
Yeah, math never lies. The blueprint is flawless. Stay cold. Yeah. You thought the fire died out? Nah, we just let it build. Feel that bass? Let's get to work. Yeah. Step in the room, watch the temperature drop. I'm looking at the mountain, taking it straight to the top. Heavy on the iron, pushing the absolute weight. I don't leave my legacy up to the hands of the fate. Command and delivery, feeling the blood in my vein. Turning all the disrespect straight into hardcore gain. I hear the whispers, people talking in the back, but I stay on the mission, always on the attack. Every single step is calculated and cold. Building up an empire, doing exactly what I'm told by the voice in my head, telling me never to quit. Throwing every heavy plate down in the bottomless pit. Yeah, ambition in the blood, fire in the eye. We ain't backing down until we touch in the sky. Heavy on the rhythm, making the concrete shake. Taking every single piece of the glory we make. This is for the warriors, bleeding on the floor. Always coming back and demanding for more. Slow down the flow, let the heavy beat breathe. Showing all the cowards what it means to achieve. I don't need to shout loud just to prove I'm the king. I just let the bass drop and the heavy bells ring. Sweat on the bandana, focus is sharp as a knife. Risking every single thing, playing the game of my life. They wanna see me fall, they wanna see me break, but I'm a different breed of monster they couldn't make stand in my way. You better prepare for the crash, turning every obstacle straight into nothing but dash. Feel the West Coast bounce, hitting you right in the chest. I'm demanding the crown and I'm taking the rest. Passion in the blood, fire in the eye. We ain't backing down until we touch in the sky. Heavy on the rhythm, making the concrete shake. Taking every single piece of the glory we make. This is for the warriors, bleeding on the floor. Always coming back and demanding for more. Yeah. War ready, the ambition never dies. We out.
Yeah, we ain't just cruising anymore. We racing to the top. Watch the throne. Let's ride. Yeah, yeah. Foot on the gas, I'm breaking the scale, leaving the divers behind in the trail. Fast-paced hustle, keeping it smooth. Watch our heavyweight champion move, pushing the iron, breaking the sweat, clearing the table and winning the bet. Commanding the room with a look in the eye, reaching the summit and touching the sky. The baseline slapping the rhythm is tight, taking the shadows and bringing the light. Street success anthem, playing so loud, standing alone in the middle of the crowd. Clear on the vocal, sharp on the mind, leaving the laser completely behind. Yeah. We riding the highway straight to the crown. In the G hustle, we taking the town. Fat slapping bangs, feel the beat in the chest. Outworking the giants and beating the rest. Trying G-Funk, yeah, the vision is clear, yeah. The legacy starts and we building it here. Yeah, yeah, Clock is ticking, but I'm setting the pace. 160, I'm winning the race. Taking the pressure and turning the gold. Living the stories that haven't been told. Crisp delivery, hitting the mark. Lighting the fire right out of the spark. Blue braids riding right here by my side. Enjoying the thrill of the ultimate ride. Cinematic driving, the movie is real. Hands are grip tight on the steering wheel. Gym group bouncing, the energy peaks. I'm doing the work while the enemy speaks. Blood, sweat, and iron, the recipe works. Conquering everything inside the dirt. Yeah! We riding the highway straight to the ground. In the G hustle, we taking the town. Fat slapping bass, feel it beat in the chest. Outworking the giants and beating the rest. Trying G-Funk, yeah, the vision is clear. The legacy starts and we building it here. Yeah, the highway belongs to us. Keep the foot down.
Yeah. The heat doesn't stop us. We walk right through the fire. Let the beat drop. Walking through the desert, staring at the sun. I don't ever finish till the heavy work is done. Hypnotic on the rhythm and it's in it slow. Watch the whole empire start to finally grow. Buzzed out bassline, shaking up the ground. Listen to the power in the heavy rider sound. Commanding every step, leaving footprints in the sand. I hold the ultimate vision right inside my hand. It's a dangerous delivery, cold and very calm. Holding all the iron in the middle of my palm. The sweat is dropping down, but the focus never breaks. Taking all the glory that the daily hustle makes. Yeah, we riding through the heat, never backing down. The desert is the kingdom and we hold the crown. Naughty on the scent, heavy on the bass. We the only champions in this modicial race. Slow rider hustle, steady on the grind. Even every marriage, and the weakness behind. Dust on the windshield, driving through the haze, navigating perfectly inside the heavy maze. Blue gray shining in the middle of the heat. We the only ones who can survive the empty street. Hypnotic synth lid, playing in the ear, moving like a phantom, making everybody clear. Hard hitting kick drum, matching with the chest. I'm passing every trial, I'm passing every test. The iron is a weapon, discipline is key. Unlocking every door and setting the spirit free. Boss mentality, riding out the storm. We breaking every rule and destroying every norm. Yeah, we riding through the heat, never backing down. The desert is the kingdom and we hold the crown. Naughty on the scent, heavy on the bass. We the only champions in this mode, get your race. Slow rider hustle, steady on the grind, leaving every mirage and the weakness behind. Yeah, keep riding. The oasis is ours. We out. Vision locked. We taking the scenic route. Cruising down the canyon, watching the divide, smooth and authoritative, enjoying the ride. I don't need to speed up, I control the pace. Taking every dollar in this motivation on race. Every driving baseline matching with the post. Operating daily on the hardcore results. Listen to the kick drum hitting like a stone. Building up the empire, sitting on the throne. Laid back delivery, but the mind is sharp. Playing all the enemies like a broken heart. Eerie scent whistling, cutting through the breeze. Bringing every obstacle straight down to his knees. Focus on the breathing, focus on the way. I am the commander of my own steady fate. Yeah, we heading for the steel horizon, clear and bright. Walking out the shadows and stepping in the light. Menacing the system with a cold and steady plan. Operating different than the average man. West Coast blueprint, heavy on the grind. Leaving all the weakness and the doubt far behind. Tires on the asphalt, rolling through the dust. Everything I'm building is made of iron trucks. Blue braids riding right beside me in the car. Looking at the summer, yeah, we made it very far. Steady and articulate, every word is law. Living out the greatest story that they ever saw. I don't need to panic when the pressure starts to build. Every empty promise is about to be fulfilled. Mid-tempo, boom, back, keeping it so cold. Turning all the struggle into heavy, solid gold. Dangerous and calm, looking at the view. Doing everything that they said I couldn't do. One more heavy rap, one more mile to drive. We the only ones who make it out of here alive. Yeah, we heading for the steel horizon, clear and bright. Walking out the shadows and stepping in the light. Menacing the system with a cold and steady plan. Operating different than the average man. West Coast blueprint, heavy on the grind. Leaving all the weakness and the doubt far behind. Yeah, the horizon is ours. Keep the wheel steady.
Yeah, West Coast vibe, but the struggle is global. Keep your head up. The sun is coming up. You just gotta be ready. Let's ride. Yeah. Midnight session staring at the palm trees. Praying for a break, feeling every cold breeze. I've been down in the trenches trying to find a way. Turning all my darkest nights into a brighter day. The baseline is smooth, but the road is getting rough. Had to prove to the world that my spirit is enough. Started with a dream and a soul full of fire. Now I'm climbing up the ladder, taking it higher. Focus on the legacy, eyes on the prize. Every time I fall down, I'm destined to rise. No handouts given, I earned every single dime. Grinding through the rhythm, master of on my time.
The sun still rises, yeah, we pushing through the pain.
Washing off the dirt in the middle of the rain.
It's a long road home, but the vision is clear.
Trading on my doubt for the conquest of fear.
Smooth rhythm, heavy heart, grinding for the goal. Building up a story that has never been told.
Yeah, consistency is king, yeah, I'm loyal to the grind. Leaving every shadow in the ghost all behind. I remember the hunger, I remember the cold. Turning every single loss into stories of gold. Sweat on the concrete, blood on the steel. Chasing after greatness, keeping everything real. Lungs feeling heavy, but the mind is so sharp. Playing life's melody on the warrior's harp. One more mile, one more rap, one more day. I'm carving out a path, clearing everything away. From the bottom to the top, yeah, the view is looking fine. The world is looking back, knowing that the crown is mine.
The sun still rises, yeah, we pushing through the pain.
Washing off the dirt in the middle of the rain.
It's a long road home, but the vision is clear.
Trading on my doubt for the conquest of fear.
Smooth rhythm, heavy heart, grinding for the goal. Building up a story that has never been told. Yeah,
Keep your head to the sky.
West Coast wisdom. The grind never stops.
Yeah. They thought the fire would burn me, but I was forged in it. Get up, let's show them what a legend looks like. Check it. Unbroken spirit. Yeah. Concrete jungle where the dreams go to die. But I'm the one looking at the limit in the sky. Empty pockets, but the vision's worth a million. Building up my soul, yeah, I'm strengthening the building. Scars on my heart, yeah, they tell a different story. Every single drop of sweat is a path to the glory. I remember the nights when the hunger was a blade, cutting through the silence in the shadows where I stayed. Now the drum break hits and the bassline thumps. I'm the king of the hill, jumping over the humps. Hustle in my DNA, in my bones. I'm the master of the craft, sitting on the throne. Unbroken spirit. Yeah, I'm rising from the dust, in the iron, in the sweat. That's the only one I trust. Blood on the canvas, but I'm standing in the light. Forging my legacy in the middle of the fight. Yeah, we grinding to the end, never looking back. Heart of a titan, always on the attack. Staring at the mountain, yeah, the climb is getting steep. God promises the honor and the legacy to keep. They want the easy way, they want the crown for free. But greatness takes a toll and the price is paid by me. Lungs burning out, but I'm breathing in the wind, clearing out the doubt, letting all the power in. It's the rhythm of the struggle, it's the anthem of the brave. I'm the architect of destiny, no longer a slave. Listen to the snare snap, matching with my pulse. If you want the real results, gotta leave the false. One more rep, one more mile, one more day. I'm the force of nature, moving everything in my way. Unbroken spirit. Yeah, I'm rising from the dust, in the iron, in the sweat. That's the only one I trust. Blood on the canvas, but I'm standing in the light. Forging my legacy in the middle of the fight. Yeah, we grinding to the end, never looking back. Heart of a titan, always on the attack. Yeah, forged in the struggle.
Triumph. It's the only option.
Unbroken.
Yeah. They laughed when we were at the bottom. They ain't laughing now. Underdog season. We taking everything. Let's go. Clock ticking, piano looping in the back of my brain, turning every ounce of pressure into hardcore gains. That's delivery aggressive when I step in the booth, spitting nothing but the fire, giving nothing but truth. They counted me out, said I'd never make it far. Now I'm lifting heavy iron. drums punching right through the chest. I won't ever take a breath until I'm proving I'm best. Shadows in the underground, plotting to rise. You can see the total focus looking dead in my eyes. They were sleeping on the kid, now they feeling the shock. Unstoppable force, kicking like a bomb on the clock. I'm grabbing my destiny, taking control of the wheel. Made of absolute focus and unbreakable steel. Every obstacle is crushed, every limit is passed. Building up an empire that is destined to last. Yeah! Unleash the fury, we breaking the cage. Turning all the disrespect into hardcore rage. Blood, sweat, and iron, leaving it all on the floor. Underdog champions kicking down the door. Relentless motivation, taking over the game. Screaming out the victory. Remember the name.
Yeah. Underdogs rule the world. Never stop fighting.
Yeah, look at the climb. Yeah, look at the climb. Most people stop halfway, but we ain't most people. The view from the top is only for the survivors. Let's go! Yeah, 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 yeah. Started at the bottom, yeah, the basement was cold. Every single failure was a story to be told. Hard knocks and the bruises, yeah, I wore them like a badge. Winning every battle that they said I couldn't catch. Listen to the drum break, heavy on the snap. Putting every piece of my soul on the map. Passionate delivery, aggressive on the mic. Taking over everything, exactly what I like. Gritty storytelling about the blood and the sweat. I'm a high roller, yeah, I'm making every bet on myself. On the vision, on the hunger in the gut. Moving through the shadows while the doors were kept shut. Yeah, we reaching for the summit, we climbing to the peak. Victory is coming to the ones who never sleep. Triumph in the spirit, yeah, the legacy is gold. Breaking every chain and the limits of the old. Boom, bap, anthem. Feel the bass in your chest. Gave it all I had and I'm passing every test. Deep bass line bumping, keep the rhythm in the soul. Focus like a laser, yeah, I'm reaching for the glow. Life motivation, yeah, the hustle is the art. I can feel the fire burning right from the start. They looking at the trophy, they don't see the scars. They don't see the night staring right at the stars. Praying for the strength just to make it through the day. Now I'm moving every single mountain in my way. Iron in the palms, yeah, the grip is getting tight. I'm a heavyweight champion, winner of the fight. Classic hip-hop vibe, strictly for the real. You can hear the truth in the way the vocals feel. Yeah, we reaching for the summit, we climbing to the peak. Victory is coming to the ones who never sleep. Triumph in the spirit, yeah, the legacy is gold. Breaking every chain and the limits of the old. Boom, bap, anthem. Feel the bass in your chest. Gave it all I had and I'm passing every test. The summit is ours. Never stop the grind. We out.
Yeah. They ask me why I'm always at the gym. Why I'm always working while they sleeping. It's because the weight of the world is heavy, man. And I refuse to let it crush me. Concrete walls. Concrete walls. Concrete walls. Concrete walls. Concrete. Yeah. Concrete walls. Yeah. Concrete walls. Ceiling made of gray clouds. Lost in the noise of the fake and the loud crowds. I'm carrying a burden that you'll never understand. Building my future with these two bare hands. Every breath is a prayer. Every set is a war. Searching for the feeling I never felt before. I remember the hunger, the days with no plea. Now I'm the master, I'm deciding my fate. Tupac told me keep my head up, even in the dirt. Eminem told me take the pain, put it in the work. It's the weight of the world on my shoulders tonight, but I'm standing tall, I'm ready for the fight. Lift it up. Every doubt, every fear, every lie, let it go. We were born to reach for the sky. From the iron to the street, from the blood to the soul. This is the moment I take to the versions I used to be, begging for a chance, begging just to be free. But freedom ain't free, it's a price you gotta pay. With the discipline you show at the end of the day. They want the crown, but they're scared of the thorns. I was forged in the fire, I was raised in the storms. Ice Cube wisdom, keep it gangsta, keep it real. Success is a meal that you gotta go and steal from the hands of the lazy, from the mouth of the weak. The pinnacle is lonely, but it's the only place I seek.
It's heavy, isn't it? The expectations, the failures, the silence.
But listen to the iron, it doesn't judge. It just waits for you to be stronger than yesterday. Let's go! Third round, lungs burning, vision getting blurred. I'm the loudest voice that the world ever heard. Without saying the word, let the results do the talk. I'm running the path where the cowards won't walk. 1996 slow, 2026 hard. I'm finishing the weights that I struggled to start. No shortcuts, no handouts, just pure obsession. Every single day is a tactical lesson. I'm the king of my grind, big God on my lane, turning every ounce of the struggle into yeah. It's the wake